You know what they say, the more the merrier, unless we're talking about fleas on a dog at a wedding. Now imagine this, the bride and groom are at the altar, all eyes on them. Suddenly, a furry four-legged ring bearer trots down the aisle, complete with a bow tie and a pillow strapped to its back. The crowd erupts in laughter, and just like that, a regular wedding ceremony becomes a memorable event. Dogs at weddings are not just a cute and novel idea, they can add a unique, humorous touch to these special events. They're unpredictable, they're adorable, and they're bound to make everyone smile. And let's face it, who can resist a dog in a tuxedo or a flower crown? But it's not just about the fashion. Dogs have a knack for stealing the show in the most hilarious ways. Take, for instance, the time a dog decided to take a nap right in the middle of the ceremony, or that other time when a dog got a little too excited and started chasing its tail, completely oblivious to the formal proceedings around it. And who can forget about the cake tasting incidents? Picture this, a 3-tier wedding cake, a masterpiece of culinary art, standing tall and proud. Suddenly a dog comes out of nowhere, takes a giant leap, and the next thing you know, the cake is history. But hey, at least the dog got a taste of the good life. Of course, not every dog-related wedding mishap is a disaster. Sometimes they lead to the most heartwarming moments, like when a dog saw its owners exchange vows and decided to join in with its own version of "I do," a loud, heartfelt bark that echoed through the venue. So if you want to add some extra laughs to your wedding, just get a dog involved. They may not always follow the script, but they're guaranteed to make your special day even more unforgettable. And who knows, they might even outshine you on your own big day. But don't worry, it's all in good fun. After all, isn't that what weddings are all about? When it comes to weddings, even dogs need to dress to impress. And trust me, they can outstyle any human guest. Now, let's talk about the world of canine couture. Picture this, a dapper dachshund strutting down the aisle in a tuxedo, complete with a shiny black bow tie. The crowd gasps in admiration. The photographer frantically tries to capture every adorable moment. This, my friends, is the power of the doggy dress code. Imagine a boxer, traditionally a breed known for its strength and agility. Now put that boxer in a bridal gown. Suddenly she's not just a boxer, she's a blushing bride, gracefully navigating the reception with an elegance that would put a seasoned supermodel to shame. And let's not forget about the accessories. Have you ever seen a bulldog in a miniature top hat? It's as hilarious as it is heartwarming. The bulldog's broad face, usually so stern and serious, is suddenly transformed into the picture of sophistication. But it's not just about the laughs and the awes. When dogs dress up for weddings, they become a part of the celebration in a way that's truly special. They're not just pets, they're family. And like any family member, they have a role to play. The Labrador in the lace veil isn't just a dog, she's the flower girl. The poodle in the paisley waistcoat isn't just a pet, he's the ring bearer. And let's face it, there's something incredibly charming about a dog in a dress or a tuxedo. It's a sight that softens the hearts of even the toughest guests and brings a smile to everyone's face. These well-dressed canines add a dash of whimsy and a whole lot of love to any wedding. They remind us that weddings are about family, love, and yes, a little bit of silliness. So the next time you're planning a wedding, don't forget about the doggy dress code, because remember, a well-dressed dog is the ultimate wedding accessory. Wedding cakes are a sweet tradition. That is until a four-legged guest gets a hold of them. Picture this. The reception is in full swing, laughter and chatter fill the air, the champagne is bubbling, and the centerpiece of it all, the wedding cake, stands tall and proud. But wait, what's this? A furry little guest with a wagging tail and a mischievous twinkle in its eye. Cue the canine cake chaos. There's something about the sugary allure of a wedding cake that seems to send our canine companions into overdrive. Maybe it's the towering layers of cream and sponge, or perhaps it's the tantalizing aroma of vanilla and chocolate. Whatever the reason, when a dog sets its sights on a wedding cake, you can bet your bottom dollar that hilarity will ensue. Take the tale of a certain Labrador retriever who, with one swift swipe of his tail, sent a 3-tiered masterpiece crashing to the floor. Or the story of a cheeky Chihuahua who managed to nibble her way through the bottom layer of a cake while the guests were busy toasting the bride and groom. Then there's the unforgettable episode of the bulldog, who in his quest for a taste of the cake, ended up wearing it as a hat. But it's not just the dogs who are left with icing on their faces. Spare a thought for the unsuspecting cake makers, who pour their hearts and souls into creating these edible works of art. only to see them fall foul of a canine cake caper. And let's not forget the bride and groom, who can only watch in stunned silence as their beautiful cake becomes a doggy dinner. Yet despite the chaos, it's hard not to laugh at these canine capers. After all, what's a wedding without a bit of drama and a lot of laughter? And that's why it's always a good idea to have a backup cake, or a very hungry dog. When the music starts, everyone loves to hit the dance floor, especially our furry friends. Imagine the scene. The DJ spins the first record, the lights dim, and then onto the dance floor prances our four-legged star, ready to show off their moves. There's nothing quite like a doggy dance-off to get the party started. And at weddings, these canine cuties really know how to steal the show. Take, for example, the tale of Fido, the fox terrier. Fido, known for his flair for the dramatic, was once seen twirling and leaping in rhythm to a lively tango. His footwork was so precise, so captivating, that the bride and groom momentarily forgot their own first dance to watch. And let's not forget Bella, the bulldog, who surprised everyone at her human's wedding with some unexpected breakdancing. As the hip-hop beats dropped, Bella began to spin, her short, sturdy legs moving in a blur. The crowd erupted in laughter and applause as Bella, unperturbed, continued her routine, completely stealing the limelight. But it's not all about the flashy moves. Sometimes it's the simple, sweet moments that truly capture hearts. Like when Daisy, the dachshund, gently swayed back and forth to a slow love song, her eyes closed in bliss. The sight was so endearing that there wasn't a dry eye in the house. And of course, who could forget the time when Max, the Maltese, decided to start a conga line? With his tail wagging in time to the music, Max weaved through the crowd, a long line of laughing guests trailing behind him. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy that no one in attendance will ever forget. These stories of doggy dance floor divas are not just funny anecdotes. They are reminders of the joy and laughter our furry friends bring into our lives. They are the stars of the show, the life of the party, and the heart of every celebration. So next time you're at a wedding, don't forget to save a dance for the dog. From stolen kisses to cake catastrophes, dogs truly make weddings unforgettable. They're the four-legged guests of honor that bring a unique kind of joy and laughter to a couple's special day. Let's dive into some of the most heartwarming and hilarious wedding tales to remember. Who can forget the tale of the mischievous mutt who became the unexpected ring bearer? Picture this. The ceremony was in full swing. The ring bearer, a sweet little boy, was making his way down the aisle when suddenly a quick brown flash zipped by. Before anyone could react, our furry friend had scooped up the ring pillow in his mouth and was running laps around the venue. The guests erupted in laughter, and the couple couldn't help but chuckle too. It's safe to say that's one ring exchange no one will ever forget. Then there was the pampered pooch who decided she needed a front row seat at her human's wedding. As the couple exchanged vows, this little diva trotted up to the altar, tail wagging, and plopped down between the bride and groom. Her adorable interruption brought a moment of light-heartedness to the solemn ceremony, and the wedding photos. Absolutely priceless. But perhaps the most memorable of all was the dapper dog who danced his way into everyone's hearts. As the music started, this dancing diva took to the floor, twirling, jumping, and even doing a little cha-cha. The crowd cheered on, and it was clear to all, this was the dog's night. He danced the night away, stealing the show and becoming the life of the party. From bringing unexpected laughter to being the most adorable guests, dogs truly make weddings a joyous affair. Their antics, their love, and their sheer happiness add a sprinkle of magic to the occasion. As these tales show, a wedding with a dog is not just a celebration of love between two people, but also the love they share with their four-legged friends. And that's how dogs tie the knot and dance the night away.